were born as. You need to be the individual that you were raised to be. Men will behave this way, and women will behave this way. Little girls will play this way, little boys will play that way. Well, that works for some people. It doesn't work for everybody. And there's a whole lot of people that have not found a place in communities and in cultures because that way didn't work for them. Over the years, those people lived in undercurrents of societies and different cultures. In some native cultures, though, they could still live and be the role models that they were meant to be, even in Hawaii, until just very recently. But as they got more and more oppressed, and more downtrodden and stepped upon, and pushed into the corners, and pushed into the closet, and told they couldn't be who they really are, they started to put themselves at risk. Kealaokamalamalama. It means someone who brings you into the pathway of enlightenment. The pathway of enlightenment. And we wanted to shed some light on our community.
Ticket. $20. Okay, here you go.
There are entities, people that were talked about as being spiritual advisors, healers, oftentimes teachers, musicians, artists, people who were creative, people who knew and could tell the future, look beyond what was happening in front of them and explore the outer realms. And often the names that were given to those people were names like Maui.
I'm here because I work for Maui AIDS Foundation in the prevention program, and I'm just here to support tonight. On a personal level, just to support my friends, and on a professional level, to support the cause. We can break down stereotypes because people that are going to be here are going to have a blast.
How many of you are familiar with the term Mahu? The Mahus, of course you are.
Why are you here? I'm here because it's a gay thing. And I love, it's a drag pageant, it's gay, it's fabulous, because
we're going to see every type of performer here tonight. We have Mahu on stage performing tonight, I'm proud to say. We have drag queens performing on stage tonight.
Well, excited. They are.
Why do I keep doing this?
But we like to do it, it's an art. Form of art, which some people do for more for entertainment or performer value. But it's an art, it's our culture.
We've got some that have had some work done and some that haven't and some that should, as you will see.
Do you feel like this brings awareness in relation to HIV and AIDS to the community here?
Absolutely, especially when Dean gets going on, this is part of it. If you've never done one of these pageants, half of the pageant is about education and educating the people. And the money that comes from this pageant goes to the education department of the Maui AIDS Foundation.
There's a lot of events to promote safe sex and talk about HIV. In our first year, they made us do a lot of studying and stuff, and I learned a lot in the first year. It's very interesting. And when I won, I just did a lot of speaking. I flew to Hungary and I did a lot of speaking there and in other places. And it's just a really active role, and I really like that. You should get more involved in the community.
Kathy Collins. Hello, Kathy. How are you tonight?
Underdressed.
Underdressed?
Before I came out of the closet, I used to go down on Hotel Street and rock the drag queens, throw rocks at them and say, faggot, and it was really bad. We labeled them. I go by the name Destiny all day. From the moment I wake up to the moment I close my eyes. And I've been on hormone therapy, to change my body. And so it's Tyra. The difference is between us is we're women. We consider ourselves women. We're still men. We don't live the life as a woman. We don't. At all. If you wake up every morning and you can't think of nothing else but to be absolutely gorgeous and be a woman, then do it. Yeah. Don't let nobody stop you. Because nobody can. Except for you.
Her name is Tyra. She comes to us from Molokai. She was Miss Kealaokamalamalama 2005. Please welcome Tyra.
I got dragged into this, unintended, by some friends of mine who were going out and dressing up one day. They used to perform, and they talked me into coming out, and then one thing led to the next, and you know, next thing I was up on stage a couple weeks later and had a lot of fun with it. Scary as this whole thing about HIV and AIDS can be, there's a lot of resources out there, and go ahead and take advantage of them and use them. As scary as the thought may be, you're better off knowing than not knowing what your status might be. So I recommend everybody go ahead and get tested and continue to get tested. But play safe.
Actually, Sheila Blige, the one that you did she crowned 2 years ago, and then I crowned her last year. So they're actually having the four former girls going against each other, and then we have a newcomer, which is in the doctor right here. This is Lacey. It was just being involved and awareness. It was the whole fact that it was an active role. It wasn't like how we have a lot of pageants on the island where they go on and you enter, you win, and you don't do nothing. You don't do nothing at all. And all you do is you have a crown, and then you wait till the next year a pageant comes and you step down. You know, you don't have nothing. And I just like the fact that there was an active role and you actually had a part of the community.
I won. I was doing outreach for Lanai and the Hana outreach centers, and I got I did a personal campaign to all my family and friends who sent in money.
I actually flew to a different island and did a show there to actually fundraise to get the girls off from Molokai to come to this island to have a retreat where we could all get together and talk about our problems, talk about experiences in life.
Beautiful. Okay, this is the moment we've been waiting for. Tonight's crown is a very special crown. This is a replica of the Miss America pageant crown. Yeah.
It gives people. I'm here. I don't give a crap what you say. I'm here. Just get over it. If you don't like me, you don't have to come near me. You don't have to say nothing. Just walk the other way. Deal with it. That was the biggest challenge. It was.
Miss Kealaokamalamalama 2006, the Queen.